This is J. Krishnamurti's second discussion with students in Amsterdam, 1967.
What shall we talk about?
Creativity.
Maybe we could go on, on this blockage, and last time you were talking about, you were saying, I'm envious, and I'm envious of you, and there's no time to interfere, or no time to think, to know that I'm envious.
So can you speak about war and the atomic bomb, what you can do with this?
If we talk about will,
About
about things you want, about will.
wanting.
No, I mean about things you want to do, but you do something really.
Can I perhaps stop? Do you think that dreams are any importance for us?
Shall we begin with that and go on? Let the ball roll from there, shall we?
Yes.
Why do we dream at all? Not dreams have importance, but why do we dream? And must we dream? Jung and those people, Freud, they think dreams, if I understand rightly, not that I've read their books, but I've talked to their so-called followers or disciples, they think dreams are necessary. Otherwise man would go mad or become more and more unbalanced. Not that he's not already unbalanced, he would be more unbalanced. So many people think that dreams are necessary. And I don't know what you think. Why do we dream? And what is the way of dreaming? Why the structure of dreams? Why do we dream at all? Apart from the after having overeaten at night, the bad dreams come. Apart from that, why do we dream at all?
It's a function just like breathing, I think.
The one?
It's a function from our cortex, I think, just like breathing. So
Like breathing is a function of the cortex.
No. I think it's just like breathing, a very elementary function.
Yes, that is part of the very elementary function, which is like breathing. But if you go a little bit beyond, sir, why do we dream?
A reaction on the daily life.
Reaction on the
Daily life.
daily life. What does that mean?
Do everything so
If you didn't assimilate daily life,
Huh?
if you didn't assimilate,
Yeah, if you didn't assimilate daily life. What is our daily life? This, I don't know if you want to go into all this very seriously or how deeply. The life one leads every day, What is it? It's not very interesting, right? Or do you say, well, our lives are tremendously significant, creative, full of beauty and all the rest of it? Do we say that?
Or sometimes.
Huh?
Sometimes.
Sometimes that's like Dutch weather. No, but please let's go into it a little bit, if you will. Most of our lives are pretty empty, without much meaning. But the superficial life that we lead has a deeper layer, hasn't it? Because we are the residue of all the heritage of the past, which is obvious. No? Are you listening to me, or is this a dialogue, or is it just a one-sided conversation? Let's talk it over together, more fun than you hearing me talk. They are the deeper layers, and they have their content, their struggle, their life of their own. And the conscious mind, occupied all day with job, with study, with amusement. The conscious mind is more or less occupied during the day. And when the conscious mind goes to bed, sleeps, then the unconscious wakes up. All those, and then the intimation of the content of the unconscious takes the form of dreams, doesn't it? I don't know what you say.
Yes.
And those dreams need interpretations. According to Freud, according to Jung, according to Adler, or according to the latest psychoanalyst, or this or that. Or was it Joseph who analyzed in the Bible the dream? Who was it?
Yeah.
Joseph. Yes. So this interpretation of the dreams in India, it existed in Tibet, in the East, and so on. So from that, is it possible to be conscious during the day of the unconscious, so that all the intimations of the unconscious are revealed during the day, so that at night there are no dreams at all?
No.
Huh? It's not possible? Then you have stopped. Then it's finished.
Yes, I would say it's possible.
It's a physiological, it is necessary to dream.
That's why I asked, what do we mean by dreams? What importance do we give to dreams?
The brain needs stimuli from the outworld.
Yes, sir.
And when you're sleeping, you cannot become those stimuli, and it's a replacement for the experience of the day.
That, yes, sir. We live on stimuli. The brain needs stimuli all the time. And those stimuli are the daily thoughts, activities of the brain. The result of all that, right? Now, the brain, with all its brain cells, which is the storehouse of memory and so on, so on, so on, though when one goes to sleep, they are in action, aren't they? They are active all the time, right? The brain cells are active all the time. And first, can the brain rest at all? Wait, sir. Wait. You will find out. Can the brain rest completely? That means complete silence of the brain, quietness. To find that out, you must come through through the question whether the brain, whether consciousness, with its division of the conscious and the unconscious, can the unconscious be functioning all the time and not merely the conscious, so that there is no division between the two and no conflict between the two, and therefore not necessary to dream. I don't know if you're...
If there is this process of not dreaming, is that sleep also different from the normal sleep?
Oh yes, obviously. We'll come to that, sir, first. We'll come to that. When one is awake during the day, watching everything, you understand, sir? Watching the stimuli, your response, the motives that you have, the pursuits that you have, watching every movement of thought and feeling, right? Whole of it, not just part. Then, are dreams necessary?
They're not necessary as an outlet, because surely the activity of the conscious mind in the waking state suppresses the unconscious mind. But if the conscious mind can become also the unconscious...
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Then dreams would not be necessary, but they might still happen, I think.
Wait, let's find out, sir. Wait. Let's find out. If I'm watching my speech during the day, my gestures, my moods, the way I respond to people, the way I think, my sexual appetites, my angers, jealousies, annoyances, despair, watching them, be aware of them. Not as an observer, but actually in contact with them. Which is, to be in contact is to touch it. Not touch the image, but the actual touching. If I am aware of the whole content of all of my consciousness during the day, what is the need of dreams? And is it possible to be so aware?
So, you have said this morning that for experience it's necessary to recognize.
Yes.
So it's not possible to be aware in that way you illustrate all the day. Because
No, sir, no. We're not meeting each other. I'm not. Look, sir, I'm aware that I'm angry during the day. Aware in the sense, I don't condemn it, I don't judge it, but I'm aware of it. I'm aware why anger has risen. Right. I'm also aware how I try to suppress it, conform to a pattern. And also aware how I would like to yield to it and hurt another. I'm aware of the whole significance of anger, which means I'm aware its interrelationship to all other issues, not just anger. I don't know, because all problems are interrelated. There is no single problem, separate, right? So, first, is it possible to do that? That is, we must go slowly. That is, two, if I give complete attention to anger, it is related to other problems. Proper diet, whether anger is an outlet for my suppression of sex, you follow what I mean? Or because I quarrel with my wife, you follow? I can't take it out of her, I take it out of you. I don't know if... So I am, in understanding one problem, I see its relation to all other problems. Right? Therefore, I'm aware of the totality of it, not just one. Right, sir?
But what is wrong with dreaming if you can, by that way, become more conscious?
No, wait. Yeah. That is not dreaming at night a waste of energy? When the brain must be completely at rest. Because then when it wakes up, it has new energy, new quality. I don't know if...
Sir, but I think then you are speaking from a chemical process, because every man dreams 5 or 6 times a night.
That's supposed to, yes.
Then when you want to change something like that, I think being aware in your sense is something like a chemical process.
No, sir. No, it is not a chemical process.
It can have effects
on the nervous organism, on the brain cells, you mean?
Like stress.
Now, just consider this, sir. I'm walking along in the road, and I see so many things, the trees, the dog, the people, beauty, and people going by in luxurious cars and so on. All my response I'm aware of, which naturally produces a chemical action on my on my organism. Because the whole thing is intensified.
So I think being aware of everything during the consciousness requires a tremendous amount of energy, more.
It's a much more.
Yeah.
Well, I'm showing you how to come to it.
So that's
how to have this.
One wins at night, but one loses every day.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. As the body must have rest, quiet, so doesn't the brain need rest and quiet?
When the body rests, it rests not completely.
No, I know it move various, there are about 70 muscular movements.
When the brain rests, it rests.
No, but sir, have you observed it? When you are so aware during the day, because during the day, when you are so aware, your brain cells and your whole mind is tremendously active, isn't it? You bring up all the unconscious demands, unconscious motives, urges, pursuits, compulsions, inhibitions, right? You bring them up. So, there is intense activity. It may last an hour or 10 minutes, but that's good enough. In that 10 minutes or in that hour, you observe everything. Now, when one has done that during the day, off and on, then what takes place at night? Naturally, the whole body must rest. It may have a muscular movement, which is part of rest. So the brain cells themselves then become quiet. I don't know. You try this sometime. Huh?
Is it possible that instead of dreaming, a process of awareness can be present?
When you are asleep?
Yes.
That's a different state. But you see, sir, first, let's go step by step. First, is it possible to be so intensely aware during the day? Not necessarily all day, because that's too exhausting. But for 10 minutes an hour, complete attention to everything that's happening inside and outside. If one doesn't do that, then dreams are necessary. Because dreams are the intimation of the content of your background, with which you are in conflict. Right? Now, such a sleep with dreams are not restful sleep at all. Right? Huh? They are restful. Now look, is that so? Is that so?
Sometimes when you dream, you solve problems in your dream.
That is, in a dream you solve the problem. Why didn't we solve it when we were awake? Why should I go to bed, sleep over, and then dream about it, and then answer it? Why 24 hours later?
Maybe because you can concentrate more on one thing in your dream.
Why can't I do that while I'm awake?
Because when you're awake, you see more.
Which means what? Which means we are not serious enough to pay attention. Therefore, we dream, and in that dream, problems are solved. At least we hope they're solved. They generally aren't. No. And so the whole process is a rather exhausting process. So a human being who dreams, he has a sleep which is not restful.
Isn't it restful for the body? You say it's not restful, maybe not for the mind, but for the body it is.
Then obviously it is somewhat of rest for the body. But we're talking of the body, mind, the whole thing, not just the body alone.
When people are 200 hours awake, they will react with the sleep in which they dream more than normal.
Yes, sir, because you see, that takes place when we are choosing in our awareness of things. When we are choosing, this I like, I'll keep, that I won't, I don't like, I'll discard. I don't know if you're following what I'm saying. No.
I wanted to say that after 200 awakeness, the body and mind needs more the dream than sleep.
Oh, that's so obvious. Yes, madam.
I think it's not possible to be aware the whole day long, and then you have to relax. But in the time that you are relaxing, isn't that possible that unconscious
Sure, of course. That's why I said, how you are aware for 10 minutes or for an hour, and then let go. Then take rest. Rest in the sense, carry on, but with a watchful eye. I don't know if you're following all this. All this, sir, surely demands a great deal of self-observation, right? Which we are not willing to do that. Just to observe. Then you won't, I won't go into myself because it's not, it becomes personal. It is possible not to dream at all. I've known this. Not to dream for days and days and days. Huh? You don't dream. Huh? No, wait. I've gone into it, I'm not. You say you do not dream. There are people who say they don't dream. Either they don't dream because dream means awakening, doesn't it? Questioning, investigating. So they don't want to dream and therefore they consciously suppress their dreams. Right?
I'd like to know whether I dream or not, but I don't know anymore.
No, I'm not a dream expert, please. For one second.
Sir, isn't it possible to consider dreams as being involuntarily aware of your subconscious?
Yes, sir. Yes, it is. But I'm questioning the whole business of dreams.
Yes, but that's, I think, a question of what you consider very important, awareness or not.
Yes, that's it.
You cannot say, I suppress my dreams, I suppress my awareness of my dreams.
That's right.
Then dreams
I don't want to dream.
Yes. To be aware of that.
I know a friend, he is a complex case of matter, I'm just saying it. He used to come and to discuss with me. And he had suppressed all his life. He's a very rich man and brutal man. And he said to me one day, I wish I could dream. I said, you will, sir. Because you have opened the lid, taken off the lid a little bit, and they're going to pop out. And he did. Wow, he had terrible dreams. And he said, I'm not coming anymore. Because he didn't like them, therefore he suppressed them. So either you can invite dreams or suppress them, or be so alert during the day that you don't dream at all. Then the brain has a rest. So the brain is fresh next day. The mind is fresh, which means solving every problem as it arises. I don't know if you... Doesn't matter what problem it is. Of course, human problem, not mathematical and scientific problems, but human problems as it arises, not to give soil in the mind for it to take root. That means, then, if that happens, then sleep is something entirely different. I don't know. But we can't go into that because
intense awareness while you're awake, what would you say to the fact that you can have the experience of watching anger within yourself come and go without it touching your conscious self?
Sasa, what? No, let's little be careful about this. Is the self-conscious self different from the anger? I am jealous. Is the I different from jealousy?
Well, I can only explain the experience. If one is jealous, one is involved in a jealousy. Otherwise, one can't experience the sensation of being jealous. Having been jealous, one knows what jealousy is. Then the sensation of watching jealousy without being involved in it.
Wait, what has taken place?
That's what I would like.
Look what has taken place.
Well, something has happened. There has been a situation in which I might have been jealous.
Not might. No.
Could have been.
No, that's wrong. No, actually, we must go into it as an actual state, not might if. So when one is jealous, what happens? Jealousy, envy. All right. I'm envious of you for various reasons. Is that envy different from the person who is watching that envy? The experiencer different from the experienced? I experience jealousy, which is I the experiencer, and the thing I experience is jealousy. At that, are the two different?
There is a quality of jealousy which one can observe, for instance, between two people without being jealous oneself.
Oh, of course, that's a different thing. No. That's nothing to do with me. Those two are jealous of each other. Well, what have I to do with it? But I'm jealous of you. I'm envious of you. I experience that state. Is the experience different from the experiencer? Obviously not.
Well, I am maintaining so that it can come to such a small degree that one can watch it within oneself, in activity.
But then you are outside the activity.
Yeah. Or at least the activity passes you by. Through you, if you like.
Yes, through. But you are part of that.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Yes. So intensity, duration, is obviously of importance.
Of course.
Yeah. I was just wondering what this had to do with self-awareness, if any.
But it's it's quite interesting to discuss this from a point of view of what is learning. There it is. I am jealous of you, envious of you. I want to learn all about it. Because when I learn the content of it, it's finished. It no longer has the bite. Now, how do I learn? Therefore, what is learning? Apart my learning a language, or learning how to run a car or this or that, apart from that, what is learning? Huh? No, sir.
Experience to learn something.
No, go ahead. When do you learn? Huh? When does one learn? When you know nothing. Huh? I learn a language because I don't know it. Right? If I already knew it, I can't learn it. Or I've learned it long ago. So what do we mean by learning?
Conditioning, trial and error, I think, that word.
Doing the things we don't know.
Oh, no. When do you actually learn? Here we are. Let's experiment with this. Here we are. Are we learning? Or are we merely accumulating what has been said? We've talked about dreams for the moment. Are we learning about dreams? Therefore, active, present, right? Right, sir? Or I have stored it up and I'm going to think about it. I don't know if... What do you say? No answer. I want to learn about dreams. Learn. That means I want to find out about it. What it means, why it comes, the nature of it, and all the rest. Do I approach it with the knowledge which I have acquired by reading Jung or Freud or anybody? Therefore, I'm not learning about it. I don't know if you're following. What I'm doing is, I have learned or read about it, and through that knowledge, I'm inquiring or approximating what I'm learning to that, right? Therefore, it's not learning. I don't know if you...
Sir, I have a hobby of watching flowers. I happen to be amongst flowers. I happen to like it. I watch them all the time, whenever I get the chance. But since our talks with you, I dream about the most wonderful, excellent... I can't tell you how beautiful. I've never seen them before. Does that mean that I didn't watch them good enough?
Madam, I told you I'm not a dream expert.
I love the dreams.
I'm not a dream expert.
But it means that I'm not
questioning. No, we are talking about learning. Do please listen for 2 minutes.
Sir, in The Voice of Silence, that's a little book from the Theosophy. The mind is called the killer of the truth.
The
killer
of
the truth. Eternity.
Yes.
And you say the mind must watch always anything with a great power. Is there not a danger that a mind make an attachment with the world here and forgets the truth of eternity?
No. So, no, I don't know. I don't know what The Voice of Silence. I've never read it. I know the book. I was brought up with all that stuff, but I've never read it. We're using the word mind in a totally different sense. So just let's come back to this really quite important point. What is learning? You heard 10 minutes about dreams. What have you learned about dreams? Nothing. Huh? Why?
Learn is something sudden, it's joyful. Learn is a thing you don't. When I'm a child, I'm learning driving on a bicycle. Suddenly, it is. I don't know.
Reality.
No, I'm talking about ordinary word learning.
I think it's going through experience, isn't it? Has something to do with awareness.
You're giving more meaning to it than I'm doing. wait a minute. I want to learn about myself. which is part of, which dreams. I want to learn about myself. Do I learn about myself through a book? Because Freud, Jung, psychologists, theologians, etc., have established certain norms, certain forms, and by reading that I have acquired that knowledge, and then with that knowledge I look at myself, right?
There is distance.
No. Then am I learning about myself? Or am I applying what I have learned to discover myself? Therefore, I'm not learning about myself, right?
Well, then it must be to add and then to integrate.
No, you see.
Unconditioned watching.
I want to learn, please just listen to my question first. I want to learn about myself. Do I learn about myself through Freud? Huh? Yes? I learn about Freud. I don't learn about myself. This is the most extraordinary phenomenon. I learn about what Freud says, but I don't learn about myself. Therefore, when I learn through Freud about myself, I am not observing myself, right? I am observing the image which Freud has created about me. So I have to get rid of Freud. And I have to look at myself, right? As I look at myself, I'm learning about myself. Now, watch it, please go slowly. As I learn about myself, do I accumulate the knowledge about myself and then with that knowledge observe? Which is the same as Freud. I don't know if you're following on. So can I learn about myself, never accumulating? That's the only way to learn. Because myself is moving all the time, active, pushing around, terribly active. And this activity I learn about through the knowledge, which is static. I don't know if whether it's knowledge of Freud or my own knowledge which I've accumulated. Therefore, I have to be free not only of Freud, but also I have to be free of the knowledge which I have gathered about myself yesterday. No, it's very complex. It's not just tricks.
I think it is the experience of the knowledge and facts you learned.
Yeah, that is, when you can observe a fact without knowledge, you can learn. Otherwise, you already know. So, then learning is creative. I don't know, huh? It's something new all the time you're learning.
How do you do it?
Huh? Huh?
How do you do it? Create. You create in your culture.
No. There's not create. I said it's creative.
Creative action.
Yes, sir. Creative.
What is creative action?
Huh?
Is creative action. Creative action is a part of your culture where you live.
No,
They say,
no,
how you have to create.
no. We are using the word creative in the two different sense. Look, sir, I learn about myself, not through Freud or Jung or somebody else. If I learn through them, I'm learning about them and what they tell about me, which is not learning about myself, right? So I have to throw away not only the Freuds and the Jungs and all those birds, but also I have to throw away the knowledge which I have acquired about myself yesterday. Is that possible? first.
Those 2 million yesterdays, sir?
Yes,
Is it
sir.
possible?
That's just what I'm asking.
Well, those millions of yesterdays which we have consciously forgotten, which are in our subconscious, and I presume, I believe anyway, form part of that subconscious, that is also what has to be got rid of, isn't it?
Oh, I said that. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Can you get rid of it?
I can.
I think it can be got rid of, yes, but...
What? How do you know?
Well, I don't know.
Sir,
Yes.
wait, sir. Therefore, all that you can say, you don't know. Now, wait. Do listen, sir, quietly. You don't know, right? What? Now, inquire into the state of a mind that says, I don't know. Inquire, find out. What is that state of mind that says, I don't know?
Quiet.
And please, go slowly. You will learn about it. Learn about it, not make a statement.
It's a mind which is open.
No. Sir, do look. There are 2 million years of inheritance. Thousands and thousands of experiences, impressions, conditioning, knowledge. All that is my background. And I want to learn about it. I want to open it all out, be free of it all. Because they control my present and shape the future. And so I continue to live in a cage. So I said, this is terrible. I must get rid of it. But I don't know how to get rid of it. Because I don't follow any authority. No priest, no books, none of that rubbish. So what do I do? So I say, I don't know, right? I don't know what to do. Now, I said to myself, what is my state of mind when I say I really don't know?
Put it aside.
Huh?
You put it aside.
No. Do you criticize when you say I don't know?
You put it aside.
What? Put aside what?
The question.
No. Sir, my question was, what is the state of mind, my mind or your mind, when you say I really don't know?
Then you hope to learn.
No, you're missing my... What is the state? Not what you should do. What is the actual state of mind that says, I really don't know? And
Quiet.
And it seems the state of the mind is questioning.
no, sir, will you wait a minute? Look, you and I are the result of 2 million years, right? In that 2 million years, there is not only the animal inheritance, but the human endeavor to grow, to become, to paint, to say, a dozen things. We are that. And that is operating in the present, conditioning the present and the future. And this is the rat race I've lived in for 2 million years. I look at this rat race and I say, it's terrible. I must get out of it, right? I ask you, you don't know. And I ask the Pope, he doesn't know. I ask dozens of people, they don't know, right? They know according to their terminology. If you believe in Jesus, if you believe in God, if you believe, then that's all rubbish. So, I'm now in a position to find out what is my state of mind when it says, I really don't know. Do you ever say that? Not often. You cannot say.
You haven't experienced the fact.
No, my darling sirs, no.
It's a very sad experience, I think.
No, it's a very fine experience, actually.
No, it is.
It's a humble experience.
No, I don't call it an experience.
Well, it's not an experience, no, it's
It's not a sad or great experience, it's a fact. Which I can't say it's good or bad, it's a fact, like the microphone. But do I ever ask and say, I really don't know?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes? Then what takes place when you say, I really don't know?
Go on living.
Huh?
You go on living.
You go on living, of course. No. You don't stop. You please stop a minute and look at it. When you say, I really don't know, I've looked north, south, east, west, up and down, I really don't know.
Stay that way.
Huh?
You stay that way. You look at it.
Wait, you stay that way. Which means what? That you have no hope, that you are not expecting an answer. Huh? No, you're already gone ahead. I really don't know how to get out of this cage.
You try to get an answer and you keep seeking.
Therefore, wait till you, when you, that just it, when you say you keep seeking, you are no longer saying, I don't know.
I don't know how.
Which is, no, then you are seeking the how.
Yes.
When you don't know, your storage is gone. Your storage of thoughts.
Madam, you are really not observing, you are just look at it.
Sir, isn't it so that everything is happening so fast that I really can't observe it at the moment?
Sir, I am showing it to you, sir.
Yes.
Look, I am caught in a trap of 2 million years. And I can't have faith in anybody because they've all led me to this trap. The saviors, the masters, the teachers, the priests, everybody has led me to this trap. And I'm part of this trap. And I don't know how to get out. That's what we are trying. When I say I don't know, do I really mean I don't know? Or am I looking for a way out?
No, when we say we don't know, we mean by this just I don't know, I don't get an answer for my catalogue. For my,
that's all. That's all. Which means that your catalogue has no answer.
Yes.
Yeah. Therefore, you want to find another catalogue which has an answer.
Yes.
Which is.
From your catalogue. You could say it's just not for me or something like that.
And then you have given up.
But we give you an answer, but you don't understand it.
So can you ever say, I don't know, and see what actually takes place? Do you understand, sir? When there is no movement on your part, and you say that, I don't know, when you say, I don't know, there is no movement. Huh? You stop.
No, you can say I don't know and keep trying to find a way.
But then, sir, you are trying to find.
Nothing and there's happening nothing.
You really.
You can go around it when you say I don't know.
It is possible to be aware in the not knowing. To remain active in the not knowing is possible.
That's of course.
Actively not knowing.
Yeah. Which means there is no seeking. Because you have sought before, and from various sources or through various sources, they have led you to this trap. And you say now, no more looking.
That's freedom.
I mean, you don't even wait to find out. You don't see what happens actually in yourself when you say, I don't know.
I have the feeling we have never said as earnestly.
Of course, sir, that's just it. That's the right answer. You have never said, I don't know.
Not as earnestly as you mean it.
And not I mean it. I mean, we've never said to each other, we've never said to ourselves, I don't know.
It's
Sir, look, sir, look, sir, look, sir. Our minds are confused, right?
Yeah.
And out of a confusion, we seek the priest, we seek the political being, this and that. The confusion creates more confusion, right? Why don't I say, all right, I'm confused, I won't act. I'll go to my office, I'll do this and that. But psychological confusion, I can't do anything. Because if I do anything, it'll create more confusion. Therefore, I won't psychologically move at all.
Yeah. But
Do it, sir. You will see if you do it, what takes place.
Don't you think that many people are aware of that?
Huh?
I think many people are aware of that. To
Oh, no,
stop looking for any security.
No, I'm not talking of any... Oh. No, I'm not.
Are we afraid of this new experience and never earnestly go into this experience?
So here you are, spending an hour at this. Why don't you just try it as you are talking? Do stop talking and see if you, who are confused, who are caught in the trap, when you say, I don't know, are you looking for somebody to tell you? Looking, asking, searching, begging. Or you say, really, all these people don't know. Therefore, what am I to do? Huh? Nothing. Which means what? Wait, which means what? Can you psychologically do nothing? No, just...
Why not open your mind to be
No. So any movement leads to the trap. So can you psychologically do nothing about the trap? Please listen carefully. If you do nothing about the trap, you are free of the trap. It's only this incessant activity of doing something about the trap keeps you in the trap.
But I tried. I thought, well, at one moment I thought, I don't know, and I can't know a way out, and the world is rotten, and well, I stopped thinking about everything, but at the moment I stopped, nothing happened.
No, that's not stopping.
And
No, sir.
I kept at the same place.
But you could go on stopping.
What, sir?
You could go on stopping. Stopping.
I don't quite understand.
You can't go...
Qu'est-ce que vous voulez dire par ça?
Vous pouvez essayer de continuer d'arrêter ça. You should continue to stop.
No, I understand, sir, but that's not... Sir, if there is no window or door in this house, what will you do? Make a hole through the wall, obviously. But apart from that, what will you do? You'll stop, won't you? Huh? Right? Which means what? Watch it, sir, which means what? As there is no way out, you are willing psychologically to die. Right? Right? But you are not.
Yes, you can, you are. If you know, then you are.
Qu'est-ce que vous voulez dire par ça, madame? I mean, what do you mean by that?
Well, you stop it. You're not looking for anything at all. You stop looking.
If two people quarrel all the time, and if one stops quarreling, what takes place?
I guess the quarrels come.
Is forced to stop too.
No, sir, no. He either gets bitter, more angry, more violent, because you become quiet.
Yes, but he has no ball anymore.
Therefore, so now, in the same way, if you have no ball to play with, what takes place? The play comes to an end.
Tired, maybe. Can't go on. It's very normal. Your enemy hasn't any object anymore.
So when you say, I really don't know, and you really mean it, you are out of the trap because the past has come to an end. It is when you say, I am looking, I am asking, I must know, the past keeps on repeating.
But in reality,
come on.
Is it in reality when you keep silent and...
It is not keeping silent. It's the most intense action.
Wouldn't you say, sir, we are afraid of this entirely new experience?
It is not an experience.
Yes, I've used this word, but this new state of...
So that is your state. Why fool around?
From before 2 million years ago.
But it is an unknown state to us, and we are afraid of the unknown.
So no.
Is there a state of mankind from before the 2 million?
I don't know, sir.
You don't know. You know only the states in the trap.
You only know this. You only know the state in the trap, and you want to get out.
Yes. But
That's all you. That's all you know.
Is there any remembrance in human life
of state?
Of that state of.
Maybe I'm not interested. Well, that's useless.
So when that's the question, we can have a remembrance of the freedom of before.
Well, that is speculation.
Spinoza says, when we have the truth, we know it.
I'm sorry, I don't know Spinoza. You see, I refuse, sir, to think in terms of what other people have said.
Yes.
But try to learn something.
I try to learn.
I have to learn what I am, not what other people say I am.
Yeah, but he gave me a hand, perhaps.
He may be wrong hand.
But why this discussion?
For when I know nothing from all the
then you have yourself.
philosophy.
Then you have yourself.
Yeah, but it's so little.
It is not so little. It is.
In its experience.
It is what it has. It is what has been for 2 million years. So it's not little. It's the most tremendously complex thing. And you have to learn about it. Either you can learn about it instantly and be out, or carry on another 2 million years.
Is that a metaphorical 2 million years?
No, sir.
Specific?
Specific. Because man, according to the biology, anthropologists and so on, has lived more than 2 million years. Leave 2 million years, it doesn't matter. I mean, take 50 years is good enough.
Yes, but as you keep using 2 million...
Because it's such a long history.
Yes.
Let's cut out 2 million, let's take only 50 years is good enough. During that 50 years, we have accumulated immense amount of things. 2 dreadful wars, the butchery, the brutality, the quarrels, the separations, the insults, you follow? It's all there. That's the trap. We are the trap. And so, is it possible to be out of it immediately? Of course, it must be in a moment. And if you say, we cannot, then it's finished. You have no problem. Only then you will decorate the cage you are in. If you say, it is possible, it has no meaning either. But if you say, I really don't know what to do, without despair, without bitterness, without anger, then, and in that state there is no action at all, then the door opens.
Mr. Krishnamurti, you always talk from the problems that we have. Can you talk a little of the eternal truth in life?
The
eternal truth.
The truth.
You always...
I understand, sir, I understand. Sir, how can one talk about it? You know something I don't know. Say the beauty of a tree. You know it, you have experienced, you have lived it, you have felt it, you have smelt it, it's part of you. And I have never seen the tree. I don't know what a tree looks like. But how will you communicate with it? You can't, can you?
It is possible to see a tree himself.
But if I haven't seen it, so how are you going to tell me about it? So to talk about something which is not measured by words, you and I must both be silent. You see, you agree. Do you know what it means to be silent, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do you know it?
Yes, sir.
To be silent without a single movement of thought, without a single movement of in any direction. Then you won't ask the question. It is there, it's like raindrop. I mean, when you see the raindrop, the whole of the rivers, the oceans, and everything is in that drop. You see?
I would like to ask a question. You know perhaps that some young people in Holland who are coming here are trying to make a group to discuss Krishnamurti. Well, and some of us are afraid that this will become another organization.
I'm afraid, yes, quite.
What shall we do?
So can't you meet without organization? Here we are.
Yes.
You're meeting. We say we'll meet next Tuesday or whatever it is. Why do you want organization?
Because we are used to organization.
No, don't say we are used to everything. Here we are. You come. I'm interested in coming to your room and discussing with you. 10 of us. Why should you have organization, a secretary, a president, and all the rest of it?
Well, I'm not quite sure how this will be organized. But the matter is, you see, that many of us, we know a lot about organizations and how they arise. They've studied the history, perhaps.
Yes, yes.
And it often happens, for instance, suppose that you die. And then somebody says perhaps, oh yes, now we shall continue this organization, and well, you know how it goes.
Oh, I know, sir. I know.
It's all right when you are here that we come. But now it's when you are not here. That's
no, I mean, you are there. And you say, look, I'm interested, let's get together and discuss.
Yes.
Finished. And you say, well, I'm going on. I want to discuss this more and more and more and more. You come or not, it's up to you. You follow, sir? Yes. But the moment you say, well, I am the president, you are the secretary, and somebody else is the treasurer, you have killed it.
No, I know what you mean, but I just want to ask you to make it sure, you know.
Yes, sir. And also it's one of the most difficult things to keep sustained interest. You follow? Because the moment you have organization, it stimulates you. You buy a piece of property, and then you are done. You're finished. So can we not do this thing which must be done, which is necessary? Because otherwise, you know, the more we talk together, the more we communicate together, the clearer it becomes. So that's necessary. Can't we do this without any organization, without any tub thumping, you know, all that stuff? I think it can be done. I know it's being done. Yes, sir.
Can I just ask one more question? Do you think the mystical perception can possibly or is necessary in the overcoming of that old brain and the old mind?
You cannot have, please, you cannot have that state, whatever that state is, without quietening the brain. Then it becomes a trick. Then it becomes a trick, a hypnosis, a theory. So, I don't know if this is the occasion we'll have to stop. Meditation, the real thing, not the method, systems, practice, is the quieting of the brain. And it can only happen when you have understood stimuli, influence, its right place, and in which there is no control, no, you follow, then the brain becomes extraordinarily quiet. Then that brain doesn't interfere with any movement that may come into being.
Don't you think, sir, that the meditative state is also a fine state to observe the activity of the mind? Because when we're involved in this...
Don't put the one first. You can't get that first and then apply it. Please don't make that mistake, if I may say so. On the contrary, please don't make that mistake. First get it and then apply it. First, there is no first. There is this cage we are caught in. Understand it, be out of it, and the other happens. Not the other happens, and then with that, break the cage.
But sir, meditation can be highly exhausting, I think.
No, sir.
Brain isn't quiet.
No, sir. No, sir. You see, we have not enough energy. That's the real point. We waste it through drink, through smoke, through all kinds of ways.
What's the role of human will in this? Is it something that's really exhausting?
When you talk about will, what do we mean by will?
That's what I want to know.
Yes, will. I will do that. What do you mean by that? I will. I have a desire to do that.
Sometimes, yeah.
I mean, that's what it's like a cord that's woven. Will is the cord that's woven by desire. And such a cord has no place in it at all.
But, so where from does come the will to see, let's say, the truth or something?
You can't, madam. You can't. You cannot have a will to see the truth.
No, but we say that.
And then that's no meaning.
What is the difference between the will that the lady is talking about and the intensity which is required to discover the truth or to have the truth revealed?
So intensity and will have nothing to do with each other. Will is desire intensified, strengthened by thought. Therefore it's always old. I don't know if you see the beauty of that. Therefore with the old you're trying to find the new.
No, I think it's intensity. Which
Yes,
is
yes,
required.
yes, sir, I understand. Therefore, will has no place at all, only understanding. I think that's enough, isn't it?
But when one is using the word Atman or Atma, is that quite something? Or will?
When you use the word Atman, that's a Sanskrit word which is used a great deal in Indian thought and philosophy. Not that I've read it, but they come to see me about it. It is, they stipulate, they say there is such thing as God or Brahman or the higher self that exists in all human beings, only it's covered up. Therefore, you must peel it off till you can find it.
Yes.
That's just another idea.
But it has nothing to do with the will, word will we use here.
To me it has no meaning. It has no meaning because it's purely speculative. What is factual is my anger. Yes, sir, I know it's very difficult to swallow that.
No, I must say, so you say it's speculative. So may I make a statement there?
Yes, sir.
That there are mystics in the human experience, and they experience a thing which they call, in Hindu terminology, or Sanskrit, the Shabad. The Shabad, the interior light and sound,
yes, sir.
Which is then the lifeline, so to speak, of the mystic. It is his other perception, it is another qualitative experience.
I understand all that, sir. I understand all
It's
that.
speculation, so if
it is what somebody else says so.
For you it is speculation.
No, it is what a mystic says so. And I say, please, all right, marvelous, marvelous. But I'm still hungry.
But he says if you come to this Shabad, you will not be hungry.
But that means you're back again. You become the authority who has had that experience, and you're going to tell me about it. And show me the way. So, there may be that thing. I say there is, but we mustn't even discuss about it. We mustn't even talk about it. It has no meaning. I say to you, there's a marvelous world beyond that door. And you say, please tell me how to get there. You don't say, all right, I'll walk, I'll find out.
Is it like when you talk about smelling the rose, the odor of the rose, but you have never smelled it? You can't talk about smelling a rose when you haven't ever smelled it.
That's right. So what we have to concern ourselves, not there is a state, marvelous, maybe, and I will not accept another man's word for it. That's a trap, dreadful trap. That gives me encouragement, a hope, a false idea. You follow? Authority and all that. No. I am in a trap. My only concern is to be out of that trap.
But then, if you see you are in a trap or in a cage, then you know also there must be something outside of that trap. Otherwise you can't say I am in a trap or in a cage.
So, don't you know you're in a trap when you can't find a way out of despair?
Only that.
Huh?
Only that. That's the only way to
But that's the trap of all our human beings. The daily trap of anxiety, fear.
Yes, we are in.
What?
We are in that. We
In that,
experience
therefore,
that.
let's, I don't know what's outside. There may be marvelous air outside. Let's get out. First, let's break it.
But why should you break it when you don't know there is something else in that area?
Oh, I see. Then do you break the cage because of your reward that it gives you? Then you can't break the cage.
But you must be aware there is something.
So wait a minute, sir. Let's be simple. I say there is something, right?
Yeah.
I say it. Then where are you? What's the point of it? Then why should I even talk about it? I'm in sorrow, and you say there's a marvelous world, old boy. Look at it. And I say,
There is no communication.
none at all.
Look busy.
No, don't let's say this is very simple. There is no. I feel this all an escape from ourselves. Without understanding ourselves, there is no way out. Not through Freud or Jung, through ourselves. Right, sir. It's good enough.